Hey everybody, Rabbi Spolter here. I'm going to try to give you weekly updates about what the kids are doing, just to give you a sense of what they're learning and maybe give you some tools to talk with them about the material we're doing in Kitah. So let's take a look at what we did this week. This week in Chumash we did Chukat part 1, and Chukat tells the story, tells the mitzvah of Para Aduma. Para Aduma is the red heifer. It's a special mitzvah that the Bnei Yisrael are commanded to do in order to take us from a state of tum'ah, of spiritual impurity, to a state of tahara. So the first thing we did in our lesson is we did a word wall that we just reviewed in English for the children to understand, make sure they understood the details of how a para aduma works. So the kids filled in the word wall, and then we did it all together just to make sure they understood the regular story. But I wanted the kids to also focus on the words Zot Chukat HaTorah. Zot Chukat HaTorah. This is the Chukat, the Chok of the Torah. Literally, it means these are the statutes of the Torah. But we also learned, the kids learned in their lesson, Rashi. And Rashi talked about the idea that it's a Gzeirahi Melefanai, that it's a decree from Hashem. That the laws of the Para Aduma are decrees. They're laws that we generally understand that a Chok is a law that we don't understand the reason for, as opposed to a mishpat. A mishpat is a law that has a reason. So the Torah tells us to give charity, to give tzedakah. That makes sense. The Torah tells us not to steal. On the other hand, the Torah gives us very, very strange esoteric laws about para aduma, about burning a red heifer and sprinkling the ashes in order to make us from impure to pure. So first of all, I wanted to focus on these letters. So we did a little bit of, we did a hangman in order for the kids to guess the words Zot Chukat HaTorah. You can guess where we're getting there. You don't have to, we don't have to do the whole thing. But I like doing that in order to highlight the Hebrew with the kids. And then finally, I asked them to go through Rashi. They use the link in Safari if they needed help, to understand the idea of Rashi and the idea of this idea of Zeirahi Melefanai, that it's a decree. And we talked about the idea, and this is what I think it's important for you to talk about. Why does Hashem give us mitzvot specifically that Hashem says they're chok? You can't understand them. What's the purpose of giving us a mitzvah if you don't understand what their meaning is? And the children had a number of different ideas of it being a decree and having us do faith. And I just wanted to show you at the very, very end, I did what sometimes I call an exit ticket, or because I said so. And I asked the children to answer the question, did your parents ever make you do something without telling you a reason? Have they ever said you had to do something because I said so? Give an example. How did you feel? How did you feel now that you know that Hashem makes us all follow mitzvot without telling us why? And this is something I can show you the answers, many of the answers, when my siblings and me fight, and they send us all to our room, even if only one person was fighting. The kids are really, really thoughtful. Some of them very thoughtful, clever answers. But I think this is something that I'd like to suggest that you guys could talk about with your kids. Like, sometimes should we always have to give our children a reason? Does Hashem have to give us a reason? And what does it tell us about our faith in Hashem? That sometimes there's a gzeirahi melefanai, there's a decree before me, and Hashem says to us, even if you don't understand it, I command you to follow my mitzvot. All right, make it a great day.